Why, hello everybody, it's me, Nova here, otherwise known as Kelsey, and welcome back to a brand new video. It has been a hot minute. Wow. Hey guys. I haven't done another one of these, update videos in a while. Mainly because they haven't really been needed, in my opinion. But this one is very particular and very important, to say the least. Important. This particular update video is regarding Hidden Angels, where it is, what's happening to it, and where it is going. Because believe it or not, even though how ungodly dead I have been on this channel, I'm still getting comments on my comment section saying, "Where's Hidden Angels? When's the next episode coming? Where's part 7? A lot of those comments have been popping up lately. And rather than just sitting there on my computer and individually responding to each of those comments, I am just going to make a video about it because it's time. And we need to sit down and talk about it because it's been a while. First off, I'd like to say thank you everyone for your undying support with this series so far. I'm still shocked that a whopping almost 50k of you guys are watching this series. It's kind of crazy for me to think about it because I first started this series 5 years ago when I first started my channel. It was the first ever roleplay project that I was dedicated to. And it's been a wild ride these past 5 years, just kind of working on this project and getting it out there and seeing what happens to it. But I will not lie, guys, this project has a lot of ups and downs and a lot of flaws. And that plays a part into why this series is taking so long to get out there right now. So, I'm going to go ahead and just dig into it and tell you guys all about what's been happening. For the most part, my studio, Nova Studios, knows what's happening more than anything. But they're not allowed to talk about it outside of my studio. We have a non-disclosure agreement where anyone who helps me with Nova Studios, we all have to keep it a secret in the studio server, so we can't really talk about it unless I give detail. So I figured might as well just start here. And we've been talking about this for a while, with what's been happening with Hidden Angels, where it's at currently. And where it's at currently is that it's a hot mess. I won't lie, the story is everywhere. There's not a lot of character agency going on. It's more a lot of action and adventure happening, rather than a lot of internal conflict happening for a character that's supposed to be the main protagonist, aka Nova. And she is, I won't lie, she's just very undeveloped as a character, because when I first started this series was going pretty much off the deep end, literally running instead of walking first, to say the least. I started this series with only one particular thing in mind. I just wanted to write a story about angels. And I wanted it to be a fantasy medieval story because I've always loved fantasy and medieval stories. They've always been really fun to read for me or watch, and I wanted to make one myself. And the origins of Hidden Angels was just that. I wanted to make a story about hidden angels, like angels hiding in plain sight, kind of. And I also wanted to write a story about action adventure where the protagonist is the hero. That part is not a secret, as we all know, according to the genre of this series, if you're watching it currently. It's obvious that the protagonist in this series, Nova Blake, is going to be a hero. How, however, is still being developed. At the moment, as this current series, well, this series currently stands, we have 6 episodes in counting. And the last time I posted the last episode was on April 15th, 2023. So 2 years ago. Holy moly. I'm still just as shocked as you guys of how long these episodes are taking. And there's a reason for that. Mainly because the story is no longer what I want it to be right now. What I mean by that is this story, like I said, this story is a hot mess, and it needs a lot of reworking to be done. Nova's character agency is lacking. So far, she's just kind of like going off the deep end, and there's a lot of things going on that's happening to her, but she's not really reacting as much as I want her to. And writing these newer episodes that I have been writing, which, by the way, guys, sorry if this is videos everywhere. It's unscripted, so I'm writing the episodes for Hidden Angels still, just at a very slow pace, because I'm trying to problem solve and figure out what I want to do with the series and how I want it to end, where I want it to go, and everything. I'm also trying to fix the story problems within it, aka Nova's character agency, which is really hard to do when you've already set the series in motion. You've already got a few episodes out there, and you can't really change everything. You just can't. You just have to keep going when it comes to making a series like this. So basically, Hidden Angels is an enigma for context. And the reason why it's taking so long to get these episodes out is because I'm not currently happy with where it is, and I really think it could be pushed into something more, and thus comes the final verdict of what's going on. So here's the deal, guys. So I know it's been a while since I posted the last episode, and I'm still getting comments about it. I'm not gonna rush this series particularly, because this particular series, I do want to make something great out of it. Whether that means I have to start it over and do it again, or just keep going until I can get a good momentum where Nova's character agency actually starts showing up. I'm just producing this series at a more slower rate than I initially planned. Mainly because, one, I don't want to burn myself out when it comes to problem solving the story. The story is just a work in progress. And two, I prefer quality over quantity nowadays. I don't care about getting episodes out as fast as I want to anymore. I only care about whether or not the story I'm producing is something I really want to tell. And that goes with all of my content now, recently. As you guys noticed, I've stopped posting my Nova Craft series. This video is not going to be all about the other videos, but I've stopped posting my Nova Craft series, and now I'm mainly wanting to focus on just storytelling content, which is why you guys are seeing more roleplay videos now in this day and age of my channel. Excuse me, sorry. I'm also not editing this audio too much because I kind of want it to be like a podcast, so if you hear a lot of like sniffling and stuff, apologies. That's just my morning voice right now. It is 8 a.m. so, but anyways, the episodes are being produced at a slower rate right now. As it currently stands for season 1, I've got all the way up to episode 10 sort of written out and ironed out. I'm not particularly sure on how many episodes are gonna be in this first season of this series. Oh, and that's another thing. This is gonna be a multiple season series if all goes according to plan. I'm still trying to figure out what's happening towards the end of season 1, how it's going, and so far, I think for this current version of Hidden Angels, we're looking at 14 to 16 episodes in season 1. which is pretty normal in a normal television series. I feel like it's either around 16 to 20 episodes sometimes for a normal season in a television show, and I think that's pretty good for Hidden Angels. Now here's the thing. Even though I'm going to be working on finishing up the writing first for this series, which is my plan, by the way, I'm working on writing the series first before I produce it, because one, I don't like writing an episode, then producing it, and then writing an episode again. That takes way too long. And granted, it is taking me longer to write the episodes right now because I'm problem solving, but I hope you guys can see where I'm going with this. I want to write all my episodes first for this series and then produce it so that I don't have to stall all the time. And I'm not trying to stall, but I don't have to constantly have you guys waiting constantly for the next episode, because I don't think that's fair. I don't think it's fair that I'll post one episode and then for months you guys don't hear anything, or even a year now, you guys don't hear anything about my series and what's going on with it. Thus comes to stand where I'm going to be writing all my episodes in one sitting before I produce them, and then I'm going to produce them. And Nova Studios, my team behind the series that's helping me make this series, already knows the plans here. In fact, I was talking about it with them the other day, and one of my co-members, Skits, who helps makes the skins, was also suggesting waiting until all of season 1 is written and then release it. But then we're also going to reevaluate the series and really polish it, to say the least. So here's where I'm going at this. So what's happening with Hidden Angels right now is I'm going to write all the episodes. This could take a while. I'm almost done with the season, since speaking that I'm at 10 episodes so far. I'm at episode 10 out of 16, around there. And then we're going to produce it. And then I think what's going to happen after that, just so that everyone is aware, season 1 of Hidden Angels, of this current version of the story, is then going to be, it's just going to stop right there. I'm not sure if I want to continue it to season 2 yet. And see what I could do with season 2, or if I just want to completely write all the way up until the very end of this current season, and then rewrite the entire season to where it's more polished, the character agency for Nova is there, and basically make this version of season 1 that's currently out right now the origin story of Hidden Angels, whereas the next polished version of season 1 would be the official version of Hidden Angels. I hope you guys can get where I'm coming from with this, because, again, there's a lot of problems with it. When I first started this series, I didn't have an ending in mind, which, my bad. Sometimes as writers, as rookie writers, you kind of have that. You don't really think about the ending of your story, you just think about what you want to write, and you just think about the world building, and you just think about the beginning, sometimes. Sometimes the beginning is actually harder to write than the ending. It's really weird, as I'm learning with all my other projects that I have going on. But basically, it's just that. I didn't have an ending in mind, which made it all the harder. Like, I had a vague idea, but it seemed like an idea that was also nearly impossible, because, like, oh, this protagonist is supposed to be the hero, but how is she gonna get there when she literally is so naive? She's so closed off. She's literally a hermit living in her village until she's forced out of it in the beginning of the series. It's kind of like, what are we doing here? How is she gonna get there? And that's the problem solving that I'm getting to. Sorry, clearing my throat. So yeah, so as it stands at this moment, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna write all the episodes of Hidden Angels first for season 1, and then I'm gonna produce it, and then we're probably gonna stop at Hidden Angels season 1 the first version. And then we're probably going to redo it, but make it more polished. And hopefully by then, when I do the polished version, I have a clear understanding of what's going to happen between all the beats of the story. Not just the beginning, the middle, or the end. All of the beats. And I'm hoping to get it all done this year, actually. I've been really working on my writing schedule, and really digging in to writing and making my characters and just getting on a schedule where I can actually get work done regardless of life. Because if you guys don't know, I work once was a full-time job, is now a part-time job because I want more time to do my creative work. So I've been working on that. I've been doing that while working on my stuff on the side. So that's another reason why it's taking forever to get episodes out there. And the other reason is just I don't want to rush my creativity because that leads to burnout, and we don't want that because then it'll take more time for me to get these episodes out if I have burnout. Any artist knows this, and it's better to pace yourself than burn yourself out. So yeah, basically that's what's happening with Hidden Angels. I hope it was very clear of where I'm getting at here. I'm sorry for this video being all over the place. Think of it as like a little podcast video, unscripted, more down to earth right now. I do want to quickly touch on what's happening with all the other content on my channel. As it stands at this moment, when it comes to other types of content in this channel, it's on a standstill. I don't think I want to produce any more NovaCraft episodes right now. I have some pre-recorded that I still have to edit, but the drive to edit normal survival videos is not there right now. The drive to edit story videos, however, is there. And I mainly want to focus on my Minecraft roleplay projects, aka Hidden Angels. And then this newer one, if you guys saw the trailer of it, is The Girl Who Saw Too Much, which is a spin-off series of The House in the Woods. That information is already out in the trailer. So it's not a spoiler. It's more so, just so you guys know, currently as it stands, I'm working on 2 roleplay projects. There may be more coming out, by the way. Not just Hidden Angels, not just The Girl Who Saw Too Much. I've got another one going on. I've teased it several times on my Twitter, my Nova Studios Twitter, and all these other places where I'm on in social media. I have another project called Star's Revival, or Project Star, that's coming out eventually too. So I got a lot more projects, more than just Hidden Angels coming out there, that you guys are going to see hopefully eventually. Just right now, the team and I are taking our time and trying to produce with the best quality that we can give without burning ourselves out. That's pretty much what's going on. So, and then regarding Mythos. So I know it's been a month since I've last uploaded my series. Well, my POV of that series. That's, again, like other creators, that's more of a side series thing because that project is not really mine to begin with. I'm just a part of it. I'm really working hard on trying to get another episode out there. I mainly stream that one on Twitch. Then I post it on YouTube. So if you guys want to see the live versions of Mythos, that's on Twitch. And then the edited versions are going to be on YouTube. So that's what's going on with my version of Mythos. I'm just taking some time. This month particularly has kind of been really rough for me. I won't lie. I've been kind of very tired, to say the least. Like, physically tired. And sometimes mentally tired. I don't know what really is going on. I think it's just my IRL job causing it because I have a weird schedule for my part-time job. And it's been kind of rough. And then, my boyfriend is also working an overnight job. So just in case he needs me, I've been staying up a little later, while he's working his job overnight. So I've been a bit tired recently. And I think it's just because, one, it's winter, and 2, it's just my IRL job. So, I haven't really got as much done as I wanted to this month, as I really wanted to, because I was supposed to get a lot of building done with the Girl Who Saw Too Much project as well. But this coming March, right now, we're kicking back into gear because I'm feeling more rested now, and I'm feeling better, to say the least. So yeah. So that's a quick word on what's happening with Hidden Angels. This is a very brief update, but I hope you guys can understand where I'm coming from. I'm not kidding when I said I'm still getting comments on when's part 7 coming out, where's the next episode. It's kind of crazy to me that there are people actually asking what's the next episode, because the story so far is a hot mess. But as long as you guys are enjoying it and enjoying the ride of the, like, seeing how the story unfolds, and it puts a smile on your face, then I'm happy. So, but yeah, I expect more episodes soon. When they come out, I'm not sure yet. I'm working on writing, as I said. And then after writing, we're producing. And then we're gonna polish it up a bit more before we continue the rest of the seasons. And there are gonna be multiple seasons for Hidden Angels. I'm not saying how many. Don't expect too much. It's not like Game of Thrones. It's not like all those other, like, TV series, okay? I ain't doing 8 seasons of a whole series, okay? But there is going to be multiple seasons of the series, and I really hope that when I do finally get the rest of the season, episodes of the seasons out there, that you guys will really enjoy it. So yeah, that's it for today's update video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, sorry for all the waiting, but again, quality over quantity, as always. And yeah. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video, whenever that comes out. Hopefully soon. I don't know yet, but hopefully soon. Alright. Bye, guys!
In the house for a very long time. Never lost sleep, so better like one. Soul searching, found me all night.